Hi guys, welcome back to Recarving Nature. I just thought I'd do a talk through video on this one. I've done this tribute to horses bench. It's on display and up for sale if anybody is interested. So basically we started with both. I'd already drawn bits up and got some rough ideas of what I wanted to do anyway. So it was just a case of copying that over to the wood and making a start, getting the initial shapes. One side's a rearing horse, and the other side's a horse's head drinking from a bucket. Well, it's meant to look like that anyway. But yeah, as you can see, just blocking out basically these first couple of minutes. Bit by bit. It can get a bit tough when you're trying to bend chainsaw around corners and get negative space as well, sort of between legs and under table. So yeah, we're a bit tasking at some points. It always is with smaller ones. It's not as bad with bigger ones because you've got more room for, I suppose, movement and mistakes, really. But yeah, it goes through bit by bit, and you just take your time and work at it. I suppose when you're trying to take things away and not put things on, the key is a lot smaller strokes. Always cut in like a bigger profile, and then you can always narrow it down when you need to. But yeah, I thought I'd have a go at this one because well, it's actually one I fancied doing, but things have been really quiet this year. I'm not sure why. So I thought I'd do a couple more display items and see if I can get any sales from them. I'm all settled into the new workshop as well. My landlord at home gave me notice that he's selling house, so I've had to find somewhere new to live and somewhere new to work. But yeah, it's spot on up there. It's exactly what I needed. More room to expand as well, so I want to have a go at a few other bigger things projects. I will give details more on them when I'm prepped for sort of getting into them because it is chainsaw, but it's just a different way of working it. As you can see here, I'm working on the horse's head, so just block the main bits out first. I've given up using big saw for blocking because I struggle with that one. It's just easier to multi-cut or cut multiple times with little echo. It does take a bit longer, but it's not too bad. You just have to be careful and make sure you change well oiled doing that. So it does put a lot of temperature through them cannon bars. But yeah, just now on to general shaping really. Give the head more of a figure. I do apologise for keep getting in way at camera. Once I was working, I completely forgot I was recording half the time. The reared up horse, I don't know if I'm 100% happy with it. I had to go back and thin the head out, but I looked at different pictures of horses sort of rearing up, and some look really fat and wide, and some look skinny and thin. So I kind of went along a half basis, and well, you'll see what we come up with in end. So, but yeah, it. I don't think it turned out too bad at all. What I'm going to do, I'm going to chuck a bit of music in from this stage, and I will pick up in another couple of minutes when we sort of change what we're doing. As you can see here, we're getting it down now. We're back onto sanding and trying to get them details right. The sort of veins down side of horse's face and eyes. It weren't too bad doing it on the bigger one. You've got a lot more scope for any errors that you can work through, but it's a lot harder with little ones. Yeah, a bit of an awkward position to try and work from, but we got there. I ended up taking the bottom down a bit further because I wanted it to look like the horse's nose wasn't too deep in the water, as though it would just sort of dip in and just sort of touching where its nostrils will be. So as you can see here, I'm just taking that extra nugget away and then working that in. To be fair, that one's not far off. As you can see on the right hand side there, I've made two metal sort of seat bolsters. I originally wanted to fit it to part of the log, but there just weren't enough room to work the back and the bench in, so a bit of outside the box thinking and made them up with my extremely great welding. But yeah, it looked quite good once I got all detail in it. It started to shine through a bit. It made a big difference. For some reason, they always look so much better when they've been varnished as well. It just seems to highlight all colours and grains in wood. It's a lovely spaltered, I think it's birch. Yeah, I'm sure it is. No, it might actually be beech. I'm not 100% sure, but it's not a bad wood to work with. It's not like cutting butter, but it I've worked with a lot harder woods that took a lot more time just to get through the very basics. As you can see on this one, it looks a bit more like a kangaroo type head at the minute. It looks alright from the side. It's fat ass. But yeah, I flipped back over in a minute as it just didn't look right. So thinned the nose. There we go. Tried to thin neck into shoulders as well, because I mean I suppose horses' legs are a bit more spindly than I've done them. But I didn't want to lose too much timber. Obviously, it's going to crack and split as it weathers anyway. I'd rather have that extra little bit just to be a bit safer. Really does bring out colours once you slap that varnish on, doesn't it? I use yacht varnish actually, a clear yacht varnish. These are two nice lumps I've picked up. They've got slight spalting in them as well. They do shine up well once they're done. I prefer watching this in time lapse because it took absolutely ages to sand them up. But I do like the natural edge look as well. I think it adds a bit of something to it. It's amazing how it just changes tone, isn't it? And here we go with the final assembly. And you'll see why I've done these like I have. Really, it's enabled me to get a lot more out of a smaller tree, because if I'd had to use a bigger log to get that done, I'd have been really taking some. I'd need at least an extra probably 6-inch diameter on each log. But I think that's turned out pretty well. It were still a bit tacky there, but it's back to where I've got it on display in this next little video, so it shows it sat out in the sun as well. But there is a poster on end of this video if anybody's interested in it and did want to contact me. I can ship anywhere in the UK. I can put it on a pallet. That'd not be a problem. I'm based in North Derbyshire, so East Midlands, if anybody was interested in collecting. But there we go, and thanks for watching, guys. Feel free to leave me some comments and let me know what you think.